and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Good friend of the show, Craig Jardula Pasta, has just landed in Hawaii, documenting the aftermath of the Lahaina fire that took place in Maui. And there's a lot to unpack in this segment. We're going to be talking about how Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy has also visited Maui. We're also going to be talking about the OprahRock controversy with their fundraiser. Now, again, the videos, or especially most importantly, the tweets that I will be showing, it's important for us to really do our in-depth research into it, especially the questionable method in which The Rock and Oprah are doing it, right? I mean, again, they're setting up a fundraiser, but they're asking you, the average person, for money. We're already broke enough as it is, Oprah and Rock. And now I know you two know what it's like to be at the bottom of the food chain, be at the bottom of the totem pole. But do you have any idea how crazy it is out there, Maury? And also on top of that, too, we have a great video takedown by Savvy Savs in regards towards this fundraiser. So I'll be playing her video. I think she does a fantastic video takedown. If you're not following Sabrina on social media, please do so. But also, I want to first pull up this video of Craig Pasta Jardula in Maui. Again, he is part of the Convo Couch. Good friend of the show. He's been on our program a lot of times. So if you're not following his work, please do so. He does mention in the video, though, however, that internet connection is pretty terrible right now. I've been speaking to him via text message, and he's told me the same thing, too, before he posted this. So I do want to get him on the show, but obviously there's a huge time difference between where we're at here in Chicago and where obviously Hawaii is at. And if there's a lack of a strong internet signal, I'd rather wait for him to get back onto the mainland to talk about what he saw there than have a choppy, horrible signal. Now, if he can find a strong internet signal, I'd love to have him on. But if not, let's first pull up this video and talk about what exactly is happening there, because there's a lot of conflicting stories. And people are, again, trying to forget what happened in Lahaina. And I've been noticing that, just like how they did with East Palestine, Ohio. Let's play this video.
Hey guys, Pasta Jardula here, hanging out in Lahaina, Maui. Crazy. Sorry I haven't been posting as much as I'd like to, but the internet is kind of wonky where we're at. I returned to where I was yesterday. I'm going to show you guys behind me. We can't go too far down, but you see behind me? That's the devastation of Lahaina. It's ridiculous. I'll get a closer shot. I think I posted up. It's almost like a war zone down there. But not here. There's not a lot of people showing up. There's some German guys up there. Where are they at? See them, hey guys. German guys over there. German TV station kind of hanging on out. But man, it's been a crazy trip, y'all, so far. A lot of stuff to report on. Talked to a lot of people. This is here right by the Lahaina community. Yesterday I had a little community meeting, and people who had lost their houses and lost everything, they do their mutual aid over here. You know, they bring everything. There's a ton of Spam, toilet paper, those sort of things, drinks, waters, toiletries, everything you name it, they've come together. Now, I can't go in the zone. You can see behind me over here, or on the other side, that little blue tent, is the military, stopping people from getting on in. They're not allowed to go in unless you're a resident and your house is up. For some people, their house has been burnt down. They're not even allowed to go in there. See the military truck right over here. See right over there? Is it right there? Can you see it? Where's it at? It's over here somewhere. There it is, right there. So it's not a lot of access to get in here. I haven't seen a lot of mainstream newspapers or news channels coming on in. Just a lot of locals trying to do what we can do. So
Now, obviously, mainstream media is not going to be there because there's a big reason why. The story's over and Biden is not there as well. However, the local mainstream or the local news sources in Hawaii, Hawaii News Now, which thankfully to our contacts in Hawaii, they've been able to share some links with me here and there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other links that could be shared as well. First of all, the story is being swept aside, but yet we are seeing more video posts on social media of people being harassed. And again, we could be here all day playing all these videos of people saying how they're being harassed, how they're being called up to sell their properties. We're seeing how the local, state, and military are blocking out, or either that covering up the disaster. And I get that there has to be, a whole cleanup right now taking place. But what is interesting to point out is the indifference by the local leaders now that the fire is gone. And the thing is, there are a lot of questions. In a previous video segment that was 10 minutes long that we played here, we had a video of a woman who had her community destroyed, and she was talking to the state, or not state, but the council members that were supposed to do something for the people of Maui, and how their inaction is causing a lot of pain and suffering. And by the way, again, the people who are getting that $700, there's a big thing that needs to be brought up. How do we know that they're getting that $700? How do they know they're getting that cash in their hands? How many of them are actually getting that $700?
I mean, that's what's going on. We're here just trying to find out more information. We're going to go up the road a couple miles. There's a beach set up in the neighboring town where they've set up mutual aid and everything. Not FEMA, not the Red Cross, but the citizens, the locals. They're taking care of each other. And that's what we need to do right now. We need to make sure we document as much stuff as we can, tell their stories, what happened with the fire, the aftermath, the whole 9 yards. There are people who have lost everything. They haven't been able to access any money. From what I understand, the Red Cross on site has been the most helpful as far as getting people finances. There's a different division of the Red Cross. They're at some of the hotels. They're actually giving money off on site. And that's been helpful. So I don't want to bag on everybody because they've been good. But it's been a tough situation. There's a lot of people who have lost everything. They're becoming extremely impoverished. They don't have no help. And the means of communication. And they're just very suspicious about everything because there was such a lack of transparency. Crazy coincidences. The thing that was most definite, what people were most upset about, and Jeremy Lafredo told me this, nobody believes in that 150 people dead number. The lowest number, we've heard that there's 400 other people missing, 800 people missing, and some of the locals have said thousands of people are missing. So that's what's going on. That's been the craziest statistic too as well. They're all aware of the AI cities. They're all aware that Josh Green was the keynote speaker at the UN when it came to AI cities just recently. And they were here setting up shop beforehand. So they're all very conscious of that. They're very upset about the children. They want answers. They want to know why the water was turned off, why the police were blocking people in. This is the locals, people who've lost stuff, who've told me this. So it's no joke. A lot of the stuff you're seeing on the interwebs is very, very accurate.
And that's why I'm glad that Pasta is actually there on the ground. But now we need to talk about something else that's taking place here as well. Because, again, we can't forget what happened to Maui. Now, this is from this Twitter account, Dom Luciera. If I said his name wrong, I do apologize. But breaking. After announcing that he was starting a fund from his money with Oprah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is now asking for donations to assist the victims of the Maui fires in Hawaii as he surveys the area. The $5 million that him and Oprah gave was only the startup fund, which means taxpayers are being asked to help by donating to their fund. The money that Dwayne and Oprah donated actually went to their company. Not $1 has gone to the victims. In theory, what they did would be no different than during a standard company startup. They put funds up to create a system to receive funds. Why do the victims of Maui have to wait on taxpayer dollars when $10 million are in their ledger's balance already? Now, I could play Dwayne "The Rock" and Oprah's video as well. But again, there's copyright music being played here. Developing Oprah Winfrey just explained how her and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson used their $5 million to start up the People's Fund of Maui instead of donating the $10 million Oprah stated. The infrastructure is in place for your donations to help people to be able to have their own money, have their own agency. It is worth noting their initial video led viewers to believe that the victims of Maui would be receiving that $10 million. Continuing on again, breaking. Oprah and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Maui Fund is owned by Entertainment Industry Foundation, EIF, a non-profit organization. They recommend that people contribute directly to individuals in need through, get this, folks, GoFundMe, PayPal, etc., rather than via organizations to guarantee the money reaches the people who need it the most. Oprah and The Rock established this fund under the pretext of charity when the executives get large salaries and it does not seem to benefit Hawaiian citizens in need. The speaker perceives it as a publicity stunt by the celebs. The fund is handled by the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a nonprofit organization. EIF executives and senior staff are paid extremely well. My goodness gracious, Cretaceous. Oh my goodness, what is going on? The president earns more than $400K each year. The CEO earns more than $300K each year. The CFO earns more than $229K every year. Wow, that's six-figure salary. See what I mean when I say that the world is cursed? There's a curse on this world. There are 29 additional people who earn more than $100K every year. 13 executives earn a total of $3.2 million. Low-level workers earn an average of $64,527 per year. So in a brief, the top executives and staff at the nonprofit that manages Oprah and The Rock's money are paid extremely well, which the speaker considers objectionable, even given that the fund only provides $1,200 to people in need. Wow. That's $100 less than that stimulus package that Trump gave us. They are even offering taxpayers to donate monthly. The $10 million that was invested through Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne The Rock Johnson does not appear to have been for the victims, but for the startup money needed to accept donations. Hooray! So this is what you could do. They need you. They need you people. You people. They need you people. You people to donate. So shout out to Pasta. He's there on the ground right now, but hold on. I think it's only fair that we have a proper breakdown of this. Now, again, Sabby, who does phenomenal work with her own YouTube channel. She recently got to 50K subscribers. Fantastic for her. She's earned it, especially with this video segment here. Now, it's only 6 minutes long. I encourage all of you to go to her main channel to see her full commentary on it and also to check out her work on RBN as well. So let's go ahead and play this video. I will be keeping my commentary limited on this because she is doing phenomenal work. So let's go ahead and play it.
Now, this woman has worked in fundraising for years, so she actually went through the receipts. So she's going to break down what this fund actually is, right? And I saw someone in the chat, I can't find it now. I saw someone in the chat said she is donating money. We're not saying she's not donating money. What I'm saying is she's a fucking billionaire, period. I'm going to tell you right now, don't come in here defending Oprah's ass. Do not come in here defending fucking billionaires. This ain't the show for you. I keep it real right now. I'm going to let you know. This is not the show for you.
Also, I want to just say here real quick as well. Look, to these billionaires, these celebrities, actors, directors, all these people, right? Look, you only could keep on pushing people around for so long until everyone has enough of your shite. Now, again, I urge you top 1%ers, and probably you already are trying to build your safe little cities and towns. But, you know, just to be clear here, snow does melt, rivers do dry up, and history tends to rhyme. Not repeat, but rhyme. Look at the French Revolution and the Bolshevik Revolution, right? Them rich folks thought that they could keep on getting away with it. Those top 1%ers thought they could keep on dancing with their pants off. Well, then it turned out to be the people who were dancing with their pants off, okay? Keep on acting up, and you might be in a Soviet photograph. If you know what film I'm referencing, you're a beautiful person. If you know what film I'm referencing, I can't play it because it might go against community guidelines, but it's a good film, at least in my opinion.
You can skidoo. Moving on. This woman right here, she looked at the fund. And guess what she found out? This is why I say you do mutual aid, not charity. Listen to this.
I keep seeing videos about The Rock and Oprah raising money for the Maui Fund. My name is Ashley. I've been a professional fundraiser for over 20 years. I think like 25 plus at this point. Let me explain something to you. The word fund means that it is a fund or a bank account, if you will, inside of a nonprofit. A nonprofit is managing it. What nonprofit is it? I will tell you.
Pause. It is a nonprofit that is managing this fund.
For
Look at
over
this.
20 years. I think like 25 plus at this point. Let me explain something to you. The word fund means that it is a fund or a bank account, if you will, inside of a nonprofit. A nonprofit is managing it. What nonprofit is it? I will tell you.
So this is why I tell you again, you have to be careful about donating to these organizations. You can give that money directly to the people. Why is a nonprofit managing this? And I've had my experience with nonprofits. You got to be careful with those. So who's managing this fund?
The Entertainment Industry Foundation. This is a fund. The Maui Fund is within the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
The Entertainment Industry Foundation. Everybody see this? For the whack ass who came into the chat trying to defend billionaire Oprah, miss me with the bullshit.
Now, again, as I read in the previous other tweets, this is an entertainment industry foundation. Now, a lot of these celebrities are intertwined with a lot of that BS. So a little bit off topic, and I do apologize for this, but this is one of the many, many, many reasons why I want to see Hollywood implode in on itself. I know that there's a writer's strike and the actor's strike, but I'm sorry. I want to see the thing wiped off the map. It's just me. That's just my opinion. I'm just throwing it out there. I take no sides in that. The only side I have is mine, and I want to see Hollywood removed for many, many, many reasons. And I know there's a lot of good people who are working there in Hollywood, but there's something vile growing there.
Let's keep it moving.
I read a lot of 990s on my page. I haven't in a while, but let's look at it. A 990 is the tax return, if you will, that every nonprofit has to submit, just like we submit our taxes. And every nonprofit's 990 is open for public inquiry. It literally says that on the 990, open for public inquiry. So let's inquire. When you go to the fund's website, they're saying that they're going to give $1,200 for each adult who lives in either Lahaina or Kula. I don't know what the duration of that $1,200 is. And then you also have to verify that you
Pause. $1,200. $1,200.
the fund's website, they're saying that they're going to give $1,200 for each adult who lives in either Lahaina or Kula.
Do you know how expensive it is to live in Hawaii?
I know Sabrina's going to do a great takedown of it, but let's just remember Hawaii is very, very expensive to live in. And what people don't know but is the massive homelessness crisis that is impacting the state of Hawaii and what the native people are going through. Our current administration and previous other administrations have yet to do justice for the native people of Hawaii. And if you haven't read the history of Hawaii, it is one of the many dark chapters of how the United States government acquired that land. It's not good. It's extremely brutal, with many communities suffering.
After California, I have to double check. Last time California was number one. Actually, California is number two now on the new cost of living report. Hawaii, most expensive state to live in this country. Hawaii. They're giving these people $1,200. The fuck are they going to do with $1,200? Can you get an apartment in Hawaii with $1,200? Not based on the cost of living report, you can't. We went over that on this show multiple times. So what are they supposed to do? They could use that to get food, to get some supplies. But that's it.
And $1,200 a month, that can go away just like that. Boom, gone.
After billions and billions of dollars have gone to Ukraine, $1,200 in Hawaii. Let's continue. There's more. Wait for it.
I don't know what the duration of that 1,200 is. And then you also have to verify that you actually live there. It could be a homeowner or a renter, but you cannot own property there and not live there. You're not going to be qualified. The form for residents to apply looks great. This is actually a really big deal to implement from a nonprofit perspective. The only thing I don't like, and all these nonprofits do this, none of your business. It's none of your business if anybody's receiving state or federal benefits. It's not your business. I don't know why nonprofits ask for this data. Here's more information about the fund. I love that they have an accessibility thing down here. You know, if you have trouble filling it out, you need help, you can call this number. That's awesome. Every single nonprofit, as long as they filed their taxes, will have a 990 available. You can either go on an IRS website or you can go to ProPublica, which is my personal favorite. Do not go to any of these other websites, in my opinion, because they're just fishing for your address when this is publicly available information. And ProPublica doesn't bug me about that stuff. So this is their tax filing from 2021. These are the salaries of the executives.
Pause.
As we have covered this already, again, that's what these people are making. The CEO, the CFO, the president, all of these people. These are six-figure salaries. My God, that's a lot of money. And again, here is the People's Fund of Maui, where you can see it for yourself, how it works and everything. And obviously, let's go ahead and check it out. They're asking for that money. They're asking for your money. So what else can we take away from this? What else kind of madness? How much more salt can be put into the wound? Well, if you're drinking coffee, please try not to spit it out. Aerosmith singer and Maui homeowner Steven Tyler urges tourists to return to the island. Yes! Woo! That's right. Time to go back to the island, folks. He's often associated with Boston, the hometown of his legendary rock band, but Aerosmith singer Steven Tyler has a soft spot in his heart for the Hawaiian island of Maui. Oh, really? Why? Current events? What's going on there, buddy? The singer, who has a home on the island, wants vacationers to return to Maui to help the island's economy devastated by wildfires last month. Steven. Near the end of the opening night of the band's farewell tour in Philadelphia Saturday, Tyler urged audience members not to be afraid to travel to the island again. When you think about Lahaina, think about South Maui, Tyler told the audience at the Wells Fargo Center shortly before performing the band's biggest hit, Dream On! Oh boy, I hurt myself doing that. Paia and Hana, it's still there, he said, of two other Maui resort towns unscathed by the fires. It's a place to go and do, the love thing. It's still opening. It's still happening. Everything's beautiful, except we got to come there and make it more beautiful, okay? So all you broke people, just take out like a bank loan and fly your happy selves on down to Maui. Tourists, go back there again. Go back there. Immediately after fires obliterated the seaside tourist town in Lahaina, officials, including Governor Josh Green, told tourists to stay away during the island's recovery. But they soon reversed that advice, realizing how essential tourism is to the island's economy and to the prospects of its residents returning to a normal life anytime soon. Tyler's daughter, Mia, was among those initially discouraging tourists from coming to Maui shortly after the fires. Oh, my goodness. Now, see, again, it's just interesting. So, what more can we take away from this? Well, whenever there's a crisis, you better expect politicians to be playing their game. Now, we all know about Biden's epic failure in Maui, but here's the Republicans, especially Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy in Maui. Now, again, this is far more coherent and more humane than Biden's speak to the people, or his speech to the people. But again, you better be ready to see these politicians play their games. So let's see what Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy will be saying. And obviously, Pasta, he is in Maui right now, so who knows if he might be able to get a little bit of an interview with Kevin McCarthy or anybody associated with his team. But there's a lot that's happening.
All of those in Maui our prayers are with you.
First at 5, U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy tours the areas destroyed by the deadly Lahaina fires. The House Speaker was part of a bipartisan delegation of Congress members who met with federal and local officials. Just minutes ago, Speaker McCarthy and Representative Jill Takuda spoke about what they saw today and how Congress will help Maui.
How do we rebuild? That's the important part of why we're here. We want to make sure we do it in the right manner. We want to work with the community. We want to be respectful for the history behind this area. We want to be respectful for the lives that were lost there. We want to get the resources to individuals so they could rebuild their lives.
And we know that it's not just about recovery. It's rebuilding a Lahaina, a Maui, a Hawaii that we love. So I am truly grateful for my colleagues for joining me today. Doesn't matter what, party you come from. This truly is a national response that is being given to a state and a community that has suffered much.
Now, in theory, this looks nice. It's far more coherent than anything Biden said. But I just want to stop here and pause for a second. Just pause here for a second. Any kind of relief aid has been tied to Ukraine. Ukraine, the crackhead country that keeps on asking for more money. It says they'll treat you right, but it keeps on asking for more money. We're seeing celebrities and vulture capitalists swoop in to try and be heroes. But again, the people of Maui are being ignored. So even if there is, let's say, I know, a controversial statement in 3, 2, 1. Let's say there's a handful of political leaders in Washington, D.C. that want to do good. I know, my brain is vomiting right now even thinking that. What? U.S. senators and Congress people wanting to do good? Ugh, I mean, come on, they can't do that. They don't know the definition. They can't because of this administration's current, investment into the war in Ukraine. And so much is impacting the people there. And again, there have been numerous reports of people being threatened, being harassed about selling their properties and homes. We're hearing stories about how people are not allowed to go back to their properties at all. There's something very dark and insidious happening in Lahaina on the island of Maui in Hawaii. And we need independent voices there. And that's what Pasta is doing. And I wish him and his team all the best to cover this. Shout out to Sabby Sabs, who did a fantastic breakdown of these jagoff celebrities like Oprah and The Rock, just putting $10 million in to start the infrastructure, but they're asking you for money. And then you got people like Aerosmith telling you, go back to the island. Yeah, I know there's a big old fire, but hey, tourism, yay, great. Forget that it was the most devastating fire in U.S. history. But see, the thing is, I have to say, maybe the world is cursed because the people of this country, American citizens, are always dead last. Because the people of Lahaina, they're not the only ones that have been forgotten. We also can't forget what happened to the people of East Palestine, Ohio. It's only 38 seconds long, but brace yourselves, folks. The world is cursed.
You said in March that you would go to East Palestine, Ohio. You came here. How come you haven't gone to East Palestine yet?
Well, I haven't had.
So March he promised.
Ohio, you came here. How come you haven't gone to East Palestine yet?
Well, I haven't had the occasion to go to East Palestine. There's a lot going on here, and I just haven't been able to break. I was thinking whether I'd go to East Palestine this week, but I then was reminded I've got to go literally around the world. I'm going from Washington to India to Vietnam and so it's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild, man. Wild, Jack.
But we're making sure that East Palestine has what they need materially in order to deal with their problems.
That's not what I'm hearing from the people of East Palestine, Ohio. Same thing's going to be happening to the people of Lahaina and Maui. Same thing's been happening to the people of Flint, Michigan. And so on and so on and so on. If you are an American citizen, If you've been living in this country for generations, no matter what state you live in, no matter what generation you're part of, the color of your skin or who you worship, how you love and how you choose to live, no matter what your profession is, if you are an American citizen, a proud American citizen, you're dead last. And it's always been that way.